Alright, so here we have three functions. Let me also create a class capital A. I'll create a class capital A. And let me call the method that is the init method that we discussed in the last lecture. This will be called whenever an object of type class A is created. So I can just print an object of A has been created. Right? I can have a method. Let me call it as func, or let me call this fun. Okay, it's just another method which I can call def fun. I'll just print from fun method of class A. Cool. Okay. So you have these two particular three functions and one class. Alright, so if you want to ever manipulate, if you want to call these functions in your main file that is in your a.py, if you want to call these functions, how would you call them? You just need to call the functions f1, f2, f3. I'll call those functions. If I don't call f3 will not be executed. So I'll just call f1 and f2 for now. Let's see. So when I call f1 and f2, hi, I'm function f1 from a.py, hi, I'm function f2 from a.py, right? That's all that what happens whenever you call the particular functions. Now let's say I have another file. Okay, I have another file. Let me take a new file. Let me save this and let me call this as c.py. Okay, for now, c.py. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to import. I want to use the functions which are in A. I want to use it in C. What will I do? Because many times you have to do this. People have created for you at IoT. They've created already good enough modules and stuff like that for your use already. All you need to do is call their modules, call their functions, use their modules to do your particular task. That's what is done in the entire whenever you do IoT using Python. So basically use modules and try and manipulate data and stuff like that, right? That's what we're going to do right now. And we're going to import the modules and we're going to use them. Okay, so how do I use these functions in c.py when these functions are actually defined in a.py? How do I use them? First of all, let me just comment out these. I don't want to call these functions currently in A. I just want to call them in C. Okay, I just want to call them in C. So in A, I don't want to call them in C. I'm going to write there import A. I'll write there import A. And yeah, I'll just write import A. Now, if I want to call the function which is there in a.py, in c.py, I import the module using the module name. But if I want to use their functions, then how do I use them? I use them like this by saying a.f1. This is how I import the modules and say a.f1. If I run it, it will be, hi, I am function f1 from a.py. So in C, you are able to use the function of A. That is called as modular programming. Many a times you're not going to write one file for your project. You're going to have multiple files and you're going to import these files and their functions for different tasks in your entire project. That's what we're going to do. So I have an a.f1. I might have an a.f2. I can call it, or I can call an a.f3, right? I can call any of these functions one after the other because I've imported the whole file from A. Okay, but I need to call it with the file name dot the function new. Okay, now what if I want to create an object of type class A? Now if it was an a.py, it was easy, right? You could just write, how do I create an object of class A? I could create an object of class A by saying A, and then I would just call it. That object name would be A1. So the minute I create A1, and that is my object of class A, I can call the methods of class A by just saying A1.fun, right? So A1 is equal to A is, and while an object of A has been created from fun method of class A, now I called it. I call these things from where? From a.py itself. No, I don't want to create an object in a.py. I want to create an object in c.py. How do I do that? So in c.py, I'm going to do that by saying, I have to create an object of class A, and class A, I would create an object of class A, but class A belongs to which module? It belongs to module A.py. Class A belongs to A.py, so I need to write there A dot capital A. From module A, I'm going to use the class A, and let me call that with a variable. Let me call it as AC1, right? Now I have the object of class A with me. I have the object of class A with me. AC1 is my object. With this object, can I call methods of class A anytime I want? Yes, I can just call AC1.fun. See? First, A.fun. First, oh, sorry, 1 second. Yeah. So hi, I'm function F1 from A.py. Hi, I'm function F2 from A.py. Hi, I'm function F3 from A.py. That's what is there in C.py, right? You called F1, F2, and F3, and then you created an object. When you created an object, this is what got printed. An object of A has been created from fun method of class A.